It's Thursday, September 26, 2024. Peace is a path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this afternoon, rights group NLC expressed views ahead of Rivers local government election. Rivers Health Commissioner speaks as world marks Contraception Day. Ministry of Interior to investigate bribery allegation against Correctional Service. On the foreign scene, a Presidential Guard commander, former minister arrested for attempted coup in Benin Republic. I'm Ifechuku Moyale with the news. The Defense for Human Rights and Democracy, DHRD, says it is concerned about the credibility of the October 5th local government election in Rivers State. The chairman of the rights group, Clifford Solomon, said this while speaking with our correspondent. Mr. Solomon said that there are indications that candidates from the All People's Party, APP, are being favored, raising doubts about fairness. He emphasized that the Rivers State government should remain neutral and avoid interfering with the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission.
We have concerns that the process will not be democratic and free, fair, credible and acceptable to others because there are indications that the Rivers State government is favoring a particular political party known as APP in the state, and names have been written in government now. It appears these are the only political parties that is existing, and the government of the day has not come to disassociate herself from the news making the rounds that they are chosen people that are contesting election through the APP.
Mr. Solomon also urged the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission (RISIEC) to conduct a process that will be accepted by all parties involved.
I think the erudite retired justice should once more prove to the world that indeed he has nothing to lose, he has nothing to care, and that he is a product of the justice system in Nigeria, where justice will be served in all cases, where he will be remembered forever that in the history of Rivers State, he is the one who has conducted a free, fair, credible election where other political parties wins the election. Because the electorate, Rivers people want a better government at the grassroots, especially now that local government autonomy has come to stay.
Meanwhile, the chairman of Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) in Rivers State, Alex Agwanwo, says civil servants in the state are poised to participate in the October 5th local government elections. Mr. Agwanwo said this while speaking with correspondent Yobi Oroware. He said the October 5th election, which is a grassroots election, is very important to workers.
The research is also ready to make sure they conduct a free and fair local government election. For us is that let research, the security agencies provide the level plus for River State. The local government workers, they know very well, they know all the candidates, they know those vying for positions. And I think they are very wise enough to know those that will vote for, those that will protect the interests of the local government, and also to promote their welfare. Not those that will come there and will not implement more wage, as of the case of the last council, outgoing council channel. So I think they should be wise enough by now. So we also, as a member, those that will protect the interest of the workers and promote the welfare of workers at local government level.
In other news, Justice Peter Lifu of the Federal High Court, Abuja, has restrained PDP governors, the National Working Committee, and the Board of Trustees from tampering with or dissolving the executive committees of the party in Rivers State. Justice Lifu gave the order while delivering a ruling in an application brought before him by the PDP Rivers State Executive Committee, led by Aaron Chukwemeka at the local government and ward levels. The court also restrained them from constituting any interim committee to replace the officers of the party at the state, local government and ward levels. The judge also restrained the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, from accepting or recognizing any other person or groups other than those elected at the state, local government and ward elections of the PDP in the state. Hearing has been fixed for the 4th of October. Moving on, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has inaugurated a task force to oversee the revitalization of Songhai Farm. It is in collaboration with two private companies. Speaking during the inauguration of the task force at the Government House, Port Harcourt, the governor charged them to ensure that Songhai Farm is revived for food sufficiency and to the benefit of Rivers people.
We'll be here to give you all the necessary support, bring back Songhai. We want to see it happen within the lifetime of this administration. We want to see food sufficiency because we know once Songhai comes on board, there will be food, which is one of the problems we're having in this country. People don't steal money anymore. What they carry is pot of soup. Because even if you take the money, you might end up not even buying enough ingredients to prepare a good pot of soup. It shows that what we need is food. Do everything within your power and with our support to make sure that Songhai becomes operational.
Governor Fubara also explained why the agreement with the previous investor was terminated.
We even considered the place to an investor who came in after his presentation, and we believing that he has the capacity. We said, okay, we're ready to sign off. Not even ready, we already signed off. But he came back to tell us that he wanted us to give him a 5 billion naira bank guarantee. We then asked him, if you have a 5 billion naira, why do we need you to come and even revitalize Songhai? We'll put our 5 billion naira there. For that reason, we cancelled that arrangement.
The chairman of the 5-member task force is Biedima Oliver, while the Commissioner for Agric, Victor Key, Commissioner for Finance, Emmanuel Frank Fubara, Ayabesi Beredugo, and Maurice Ogolo are members. Meanwhile, Governor Fubara says he has approved the employment of 2,000 medical personnel into the medical institutions in River State. Governor Fubara said this when the Vice Chancellor of the River State University, the Registrar, and members of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria paid him a courtesy visit at the Government House, Port Harcourt. Governor Fubara expressed optimism that citizens will no longer seek medical care abroad once the 5 zonal hospitals in the state are completed.
We know that for us to achieve, to defend and protect the interests of this state, we know that for us to achieve,
the ban on
Now, the governor also emphasized the importance of investing in human capital.
we know that for us to achieve, to defend and protect the interests of this state, we don't need to be violent. The only person who desires violence is one who knows he has nothing to lose. But if you have something to lose, you cannot take the path of war. So we accepting to take the path of peace is because this state is important to us. And we want to leave this state not just by building roads, building bridges, that after some years people will forget about it. Is to build people that will build other people.
Away from that, empowering women through contraception is a matter of human rights and social justice. The River State Commissioner for Health, Adezora, said this as World Marks Contraception Day today. Dr. Ore said family planning through contraceptives can improve maternal and child health outcomes, reduce unintended pregnancies, and promote economic stability with families and communities.
We are concerned that the process
plan their families, we are enabling them to pursue education, careers, and other opportunities that contribute to the well-being of their families and communities. On this World Contraception Day, let us all renew our commitment to making family planning accessible to every woman in Rivers State. Together, we can build healthier, more prosperous communities where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.
Dr. Ore, who shared current statistics on family planning for Rivers State, said maternal mortality rate remains high and 22% of women have an unmet need for family planning services.
Rivers State has a significantly higher contraceptive prevalence rate compared to other South states. Our contraceptive prevalence rate is currently 18%, which is below the national average of 23.7%. Approximately 22% of women in Rivers State have an unmet need for family planning services. Maternal mortality rate remains high at 576 deaths per 100,000 live births, and this is a stark reminder of the critical need for accessible and effective family planning services.
The State Commissioner for Health also spoke on what the state government is doing to improve family planning services in the state.
The governor of Rivers State has shown strong commitment by providing large stocks of various categories of contraceptive commodities to be given free of charge to women. We're organizing a training for 100 local government area facility family planning providers. We're also training 46 traditional birth attendants. These TBAs will be equipped to identify women of reproductive age, provide counseling, and make referrals to the nearest health facility for family planning services.
Still to come, Ministry of Interior to investigate bribery allegation against Correctional Service. Stay with us. You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The federal government has filed a fresh 16-count charge against former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello. The charge filed before a federal capital territory high court in Abuja borders on criminal breach of trust to the tune of 110.4 billion naira. The former governor is to face this fresh 16-count charge alongside two officials of the Kogi State government, Abdusalami Hudu and Umar Oricha. Now, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, has ordered a thorough investigation into allegations of bribery within the Nigerian Correctional Service. The order comes following a voice note shared by blogger Very Dark Man, in which crossdresser Bobrisky claimed that after his conviction and sentencing for abuse of the Naira note in April, his godfather and the Controller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service arranged for him to serve his 6 months sentence in a private apartment. Now, as you may know, the chairman of the EFCC, Ola Olukoyede, said he had already ordered an investigation into bribery allegations against the officers, while Bobrisky and Very Dark Man have been invited. In the meantime, the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) is asking the Attorney General of the Federation (AGF) Lateef Fagbemi and the National Security Advisor (NSA) Nuhu Ribadu to conduct an independent investigation into allegations made by Very Dark Man that some officers of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) collected 15 million naira from Bobrisky to dismiss money laundering charges against him. In a statement, NBA President Afam Osigwe said EFCC officers found culpable must be dismissed and prosecuted. And now to business. Oil marketers are seeking to deal directly with the Dangote Petroleum Refinery instead of buying the company's premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL). Now, NNPCL is currently the sole off-taker of PMS from the Lekki-based refinery. Other marketers go through the National Oil Company to access the product from the mega refinery. And now to entertainment. Nollywood Genoveva Ume and Uche Montana have been nominated alongside others for the 18th edition of the Future Award Africa Prize for Acting. Ume is a British-Nigerian actress who gained popularity for her role in Nigeria's first Netflix original crime thriller series, Blood Sisters. And now to sports. Liverpool are ready to move from Real Madrid and Brazil winger 23-year-old Rodrigo if Egypt forward Mohamed Salah leaves Anfield at the end of the season.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Prosecutors in the Republic of Benin Prosecutors in the Republic of Benin say a Presidential Guard commander, former Minister of Sport, and another businessman close to the president have been arrested on suspicion of planning a coup d'etat in the Republic of Benin. Prosecutor Elom Mario Metonu said the alleged coup was planned to take place on Friday.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
That's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Rights Group and NLC have expressed different views ahead of the Rivers local government election. Rivers Health Commissioner said family planning through contraceptives can improve maternal and child health outcomes as World marks Contraception Day. Ministry of Interior is to investigate the bribery allegation made by a cross-dresser. The bribery allegation made by cross-dresser Bobrisky against the Correctional Service. And on the foreign scene, a Presidential Guard commander, a former minister, and another businessman have been arrested for attempted coup in Benin Republic. The news was edited by Onyeka Chinwosu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyeli. Many thanks for listening.